Everyone gets really excited by Shadow Pokemon, but are they always better than non-Shadow Pokemon? Here are my thoughts on whether Shadow Pokemon are always better than their non-Shadow counterparts. Shadow Pokemon are often caught with really low CP, and that means they're quite expensive to power them up, both in terms of candy and Stardust. And they generally have lower IVs than the ones you catch that aren't Shadow Pokemon. So if those two things are true, why are Shadow Pokemon so popular? Shadow Pokemon benefit from a 20% increase to their attack damage, but they also have 20% less defense. They're just glass cannons. In raids, your damage is all that matters because you're racing against the clock, and that's why that 20% increase in attack is super important there, and people don't really worry about the 20% reduction in the defense. So yes, you will faint more, but that's less problematic than not doing enough damage to complete the raid before the timer expires. So the big question is it worth investing to upgrade your Shadow Pokemon? Because Shadow Pokemon are so expensive to upgrade, if you are Stardust poor, then it's not really viable for you and you'd be better off just using a regular Pokemon that you find in the wild or in the raids. But yes, 20% is 20%, but it isn't a deal-breaking amount if you have at least a meta-relevant Pokemon that's a good type advantage against the target raid Pokemon. But if you have a great Shadow Pokemon that you want to flex on, let me know in the comments. And if there's a Shadow Pokemon that you're chasing that you'd love to get, I want to hear about that too. Let me know in the comments.